My saying is it's better late than never sometimes. I woke up feeling like crap. I had a headache. Last night my auntie passed, rest in peace. And I just been in bed. I took aspirin and everything. But while I was sleeping, guess what was on my TV? Mike Todd preaching. Don't I just love the YouTube algorithm? But anyways, when I came on here, because I did read my Bible, I didn't forget. I know y'all thought I forget, but I read it page from page, book by, from beginning to end, book by book, whatever. I'm on First Kings now, and I stopped at the 13th chapter. So let's get into this. King David was very old. He couldn't keep warm. So one of his advisors suggested him to get a virgin to keep him warm. So they went looking for a virgin for King David. So the advisors found a young virgin named Abishag, but King David didn't have any sexual relations with her. She just kept him warm and took care of him. Now King David had another son named Adulajed. I can't even pronounce his name. And he started boasting. He will make himself king. King David never disciplined him. But it seemed like he didn't discipline none of his sons because his other son tried to kill him. But King David never disciplined him, and he was a very handsome guy. King David's son Solomon will be vowed the next king. Solomon's mother Bathsheba went to go tell King David what his other son was doing, and she was like, I thought Solomon will be next king, but your other son is boasting about he being king, and if he become king, we gonna be his slave, so you gotta do something about that. So David told the priest to go anoint his son Solomon to become king. So his son Adullah said he was scared of Solomon, so he did bow down to Solomon. But that son also, he started celebrating. He anointed himself king and everything. Delusional. So David died and was buried with his ancestors. And his son, who was boasting to be king around town, Adulashad, he wanted to marry the young virgin girl that was taking care of his father, Abishag. But they said no, and they put him to death for even thinking that. So Solomon also told them to put Ahab to death for killing an innocent man. That was the man who killed David's other son. When David told him not to kill him, just be gentle with him. But he was trying to kill David. So God came to Solomon in a dream, and he asked him, what do you want? And I will give it unto you. And all Solomon said is, give me a understanding heart so I can govern the people well and know the difference from right and wrong. And God told him, I will give you what you asked for and also what you didn't ask for. Because God was like, everybody else asked for riches and wealth and all of this, but you asking for, just wisdom. So he's going to give him more. He's going to give him riches and fame. And God said, if you obey me, you will live a long life. So Solomon woke up from the dream like, oh, it was just a dream. And one day, 2 prostitutes came up to him with the argument. Both women just had a baby. So one of the women made a mistake and rolled on the baby and killed the baby. So she took the other lady baby and put the dead baby in the other lady hands. But the other lady know her baby. So Solomon said, this is how we're going to do it. Let's split the baby in half. So you can get a half and the other one can be a half. So one of the ladies who baby it really was, she said, no, don't do that, don't do that. And the other lady who stole the baby was like, okay. So Solomon said, no, I'm not going to do that. But the lady who's weeping for the baby, that's her baby, because she do not want the baby to be harmed. So the people of the town saw great wisdom. He had great wisdom and great knowledge. He was very smart, King Solomon. So Solomon had started making all of his officials for his town. So the people was pleased with Solomon governing, and they was at peace for many years, Israel and Judah. God gave Solomon great wisdom and fame and riches and a lot of knowledge. So David could not build a temple for the Ark of Covenant, and since everything is going well in Israel right now, Samuel had built the temple for God. God said, all you have to do is keep all my disagreements, regulations, and obey my commandments, and I will live among the Israelites and never abandon the people of Israel. The temple interior was made of gold. It took 7 years to build the temple for the Ark of Covenant, and 13 years to build Solomon's palace. Solomon married the daughter of Pharaoh. So it was a guy named I'm not pronouncing it right. He designed the temple, and Solomon paid him in land, but he was displeased with the land. He was like, what kind of land is this? This is like worthless. This is a dump. But, they gave him also money and stuff too. So the priest carried the Ark of Covenant to the temple, and the Lord came in the temple and says, yes, you fulfill my promise. And Solomon started praying a prayer of dedication. So in his prayer, he said, punish the guilty as they deserve. And if the guilty pray about their troubles and forgive you wholeheartedly with their soul, forgive them. The big celebration went on for 14 days. The Lord told Solomon, if you disobey me and abandon me and serve other gods, I will uproot Israel from the land. I will make Israel an object of mockery and ridicule among the nations. Woo! And people will ask, what's going on with Israel? They abandoned God, and God will bring disasters. Now Solomon loved foreign women. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. And the Lord told Solomon not to marry these foreign women because they're going to make him turn from him. And that's what he did. I was so surprised at Solomon. I was like, dang, he was such a good man. What happened? So Solomon turned his heart from the Lord. Solomon started worshiping other gods that the women was worshiping. Solomon even built pagan shrines for his gods and shrines for his wife's gods. Solomon stopped listening to the Lord completely. But the Lord said he would not take away the kingdom from him. But when his son get the throne, he gonna take away the kingdom from the son. So Rizk came to town. He was Israel's bitter adversary. He made trouble for the rest of Solomon's reign. Solomon officials began, and he ruled over Israel for 40 years. Solomon's son Rizk, I can't even pronounce his name, became king. And Solomon's son was supposed to listen to the elders. He did not listen to the elders. He ended up listening to his friends. And his friends told him to treat the people in the town like crap. Tell them, I will whoop you even harder. I will take more money from you, and all kind of crazy. So only the tribe of Judah was loyal to King David kingdom. And the other sons started worshiping idols. So it got crazy. You see what that Kong would do to you? Make you turn crazy. All right, well, that's it, y'all. Bye.